to our presentation on Pear Deck.
Okay, so beginning with the basics, the Pear Deck Learning Suite is a set of educational tools designed to boost student engagement and personalized learning. It offers real-time feedback, tailored support, and comprehensive assessment features to aid both educators and students. There are 6 components that we have listed in detail here, and we will be focusing on Pear Deck, which integrates with Google Slides and PowerPoint for interactive presentations with polls, quizzes, and questions to assess understanding in real time. So there are numerous pros and cons presented here, which vary depending on the school and the community. So to speak on a few with the pros, that would be interactive engagement, real-time feedback. And with this, it supports various question types and interactive activities to therefore have a student-centered learning. Some of the cons include the premium features require a paid subscription. In addition, this is restricted within some boards, for example, the Halton District School Board, as well as with OISE ourselves. And Pear Deck is an assistive technology to support learners with exceptionalities. This means it engages diverse learners with interactive real-time feedback and anonymous participation. There's customizable content and visual elements. In addition, it tracks progress and provides data. And lastly, it is accessible across multiple devices.
So Pear Deck allows educators to transform traditional presentations, lessons, and teaching methods into interactive learning experiences. So by embedding questions and activities into slides or your lessons, educators can constantly prompt students to engage with content in unique and flexible ways. This works towards more accessible teaching and learning by offering kind of diverse forms of interaction and engagement. And to just offer a quick example, in a history lesson on the American Revolution, Pear Deck can be used to ask students to draw a timeline, answer multiple choice questions, or even type out short answer responses. Just some tips for getting started. For those who are new to Pear Deck, we advise kind of starting with simple and manageable steps. This can be helpful. You might want to begin by incorporating basic interactive elements such as multiple choice questions or text responses. This will kind of allow you to feel more comfortable and confident with the platform before moving on to some more kind of advanced strategies for teaching. These tips, in addition to just kind of practicing and getting comfortable, will allow you to build confidence with Pear Deck while enhancing your teaching through interactive elements. In this next part, I'll kind of go over a demo of how to set up and use Pear Deck. These steps here provide an overview of how to do that on both Google Slides and PowerPoint. But for the sake of this presentation, I will go over how to do it on Google Slides. So after going to the Pear Deck website and creating an account, you would then go to an existing slideshow, go to the extensions tab at the top, and go to add-ons, get add-ons. And at this point, you can search Pear Deck at the top, and specifically we'll do the first one there. And it will be the first one that pops up here. As you can see, it's already installed on my computer, but if you hadn't installed it yet, then you would do that. And once you have, then you can start creating a slideshow with interactive elements. So for example, on this next slide, I have put a question on in text, and we would make this an interactive slide by going to the extensions, and then once it is downloaded, it will appear right here. Then you open the Pear Deck add-on, which pops up over on the side. You can see lots of helpful information. So these blue bubbles show you the different elements that you can add. In this case, I have added the text-based question, but there are also some helpful links and resources to assist you as you add different elements in. And so as part of the demo, I wanted to open up in another window what it would look like for a student joining the lesson. So when you are ready to present, you would go Start Lesson. Here would be the educator's screen. You have the option to do a student-paced activity or instructor-paced activity. So student-paced would be great for asynchronous classes, but in this example, we will do the instructor-paced activity. As this is happening, you would tell your students to go to joinpd.com. Once they do, they will be prompted to enter a code. So then they will be automatically redirected to the presentation. So at this point, I have connected as a student, and as the educator can see, there is one student connected, as shown in the bottom left corner. So we are ready to start class. And I can see that as we flip through the slides, they will be mirrored for the students to view. And then once you come across one of your interactive slides, the student will be able to answer the question in real time. So this question asks to describe a situation where they used an interactive technology. And so in this case, I could say, in my practicum, I used Mentimeter, which is an interactive technology. And as that happens, the teacher is notified that they have received one response. And then by clicking this button at the bottom, they can see the anonymous responses.
And so as students will complete the responsive, that number will go up. And once the teacher is satisfied with the amount of responsive, then they can simply navigate to the next slide. In this example, I have incorporated a multiple choice question to see how that would look. And so once again, I can choose an option for this question and view the response in real time. And then once you are finished with your slideshow, you can end the session, give it a name. In this case, we'll skip this step, but then it will allow you to go back and review the data.
So in connection to the research, we found 5 different resources that show that Pear Deck does enhance student engagement through different ways, but specifically it allows student engagement by interacting them with immediate feedback and inclusive participation, meaning that they can see when students are engaging in conversation or engaging in these questions, like Jessica just showed you. And it doesn't allow people to participate as well by being inclusive and being anonymous. It also supports remote learning and increases attendance, just because it makes the interactive lessons more fun and engaging for people to attend classes online. It also helps improve vocabulary through games and learning activities while teaching students the importance of autonomy, and as well as facilitating active learning and higher order thinking. And lastly, so the study found that enhancing teacher-student interactions and engagement, meaning that students are more likely to interact with these lessons as they go along as well. And that's all we have for you guys. So thank you so much. And we hope that you choose to try and use Pear Deck in your own classroom in your upcoming practicums.